Welcome, everybody. So I know we've got a few new people in here today as well. So welcome to you. Apologies. Obviously, I'm always, early mornings for me. I literally roll out of bed and I'm straight downstairs, read searching. So yeah, we're on it. So yeah, right. Let's have a look at everything. I am out this morning, recovered Friday very happily. Obviously it's not. I've come out for a reason. I just want to go through this before obviously we get started because there is a mindset in regards to trading, all right? And I'm sure we've all been in this boat where if you you sorry, I'm just trying to let everybody in. Um there we go. Right, let me get rid of this. Right. There's a mindset, all right, and you need to start a week positive. What you got to do is think about, feeding your brain, and your mind, stress levels, everything, and making sure. I always like to take profits a little bit earlier on, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday mainly because I want to set my week up right. All right, and then obviously we can go a bit more out and out attack towards the end of the week. But the main thing is you've start to put some money in that bank, so you got a bit of a slush fund and you trade with a bit more confidence. There's no point holding out and risking everything Monday. I like to play Monday, Tuesday, a little bit cautious, ease in my week, gets me kind of, loose, and we're obviously then, ready to smash it. All right. So, first things first, every single morning. First chart I want everyone to look at is the DXY. All right. Now, to me, dollar outlook hasn't changed. We obviously broke through this area last week. We're currently coming back to retest it. I'm expecting this level to hold. There's obviously no immediate worry about about interest rate cuts. That's been put on the back burner. We've got yields, which is our next chart, starting to fly a bit today. You can see we've obviously bumped up. We've got stocks, still creeping higher. All right, so overall outlook is that obviously dollar should be potentially strong. All right, now, we're obviously coming into this area, looking like we're obviously going to retest again. Like I mentioned, my prediction for this week is probably going to be, or the highest probability is we're going to stay within this region here. We won't break 97,200, and we probably struggle to break 98. That's my kind of expectation here. It's about a 50% chance of obviously that happening. So, let's wait and see. But obviously, anything that we're in this morning, there's going to be possibilities to obviously re-enter this morning. But obviously, I'm sticking out. I'm happy, and it is the way it is. So let's obviously go over again. Oh, does anyone know who won the Super Bowl yesterday? I'm just curious. I haven't looked yet. If anyone watched it, I know a few of you were going to watch it. Then probably the guys who watched it won't be in here because it was quite late. Oh, t Seahawks, nice. Right. So we obviously don't have any data coming out. We've got a few speakers, but they're later on. So we've got pretty much free flow. All right, we've got pretty much free flow throughout the day. It's all hype and expectation. That is it. All right. So let's go through a couple of the trades that obviously we took this morning. So top of the list, gold, very nice. Still obviously running, happy. Chilling. So I do think this could break. Lower. Obviously, overall target is here, but obviously, if you are happy and obviously recovered from obviously our I wouldn't say it was a bad day of Friday. It just didn't go to plan. So, main thing is recovery. If we can recover this before 8 a.m., it's brilliant. So yeah, gold, very, 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 very happy. Like I said, has been really struggling to obviously break through these highs. And obviously I can't see a reason for money to be flooding into gold right now. It's a pretty level-headed landscape right now in regards to nothing major is happening, nothing major is hurting, there's no surprises. I mean, there's a lot of things looming in the background, and I think even like if there is this yen intervention, expect gold to pump too, because obviously it's going to create some turmoil. If we have a change in, Fed chairman, expect gold to pump because there's going to be some worry, some indecision. When markets don't know what's going to happen, gold is being bought. And I think that's what's addressing to me why the last 12 months have been so hard. They've been so hard because no one's had a fucking clue what's going on, and it is what it is. So next up, I can't remember the order I put them in, but obviously GBP USD. Look at this one, flying. Same thing. Struggled Friday, like I said. And we haven't even had any dollar strength yet. All right. Imagine when we do. This is gonna fly. All right. These EMAs here holding well, trending. Look at overall trend. All right, trending lovely. It's gotta, what goes down has to come back up. What goes up has to come back down. Where's it rejecting from? Pretty obvious. It's breaks through support. Support becomes resistance, comes back untested, drops it down. It is what it is. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Euro's the only one which is going against us or went against us. I've closed out. We actually got in a nice high entry here. Haven't been stopped out. If you're still in this, nice entry. But obviously, yeah, not obviously as confident as that. I need to look into Euro. Might be some kind of expectation. That's the only speech we've got coming up. We've got ECB Lane speaking, and then President Lagarde. She's normally very, very on point with her speeches. She doesn't say anything out of the ordinary. So that's obviously one thing that we need to be aware of. And that's why I'm surprised in Euro is starting to pump. But obviously, I think it could swap around pretty quick if we do get some dollar strength. This 97, 300 to kind of 250 is quite an affluent area. Aussie too come back nicely. Gold obviously weakening. That's brought Aussie back into profit. Again, look how long we've been at these highs. There's a reason it's not pushing higher. All right, it's probably reached its limit here. So we've got just as much chance of it coming to the downside. We've got to take advantage. Looks like we're stuck in a bit of consolidation here. So let's wait and see. And USDJPY hasn't triggered, I don't think. Let me just have a look here. Yeah, not quite. Almost had a trigger, but obviously USD hasn't triggered. I do like yen shorts. I'd love to be on the side when this news comes out because I will probably have an open TP and we're gonna make a lot of money. But it's been patient. It is coming, but it's just when it could be a week, it could be a day, it could be a month, it could be a quarter. No one knows. It might not even come. So. We've obviously just got to stick to our plan, stick to our routine, and we're always going to end up on top. So that's about all I'm kind of looking for today. Let me go through. Wasn't great and shit half time. Who was the half time act? Was it oh, what's his name? Oh, I've forgotten his name. Yeah, that's it. Bad Bunny. Apparently there was bets going on that at one stage he was going to come out in a dress. I'm not sure if that happened. Have you closed your USD? Yeah, yes, yeah. So, like I said, I like to trade, imagining all the pairs in a basket. I think someone else come up with this basket, scenario. All right. So if my whole basket is in profit, right, even if this is in profit. All right, this is in profit, this is in loss, this is in profit, and this is in profit. All right. If that would mean the whole basket's in profit, yeah? All right. So I'm going to close out everything. Now, one mistake that everyone will do, right, is they'll close out everything apart from the one that's, losing, because their mindset still is that they can't close a losing trade. You need to get that mindset out, yeah? Get that mindset out. Do not hold this, because all this basket of profit, if you're stubborn, then obviously, this might swallow up all of this. All right. So don't be like that. All right. Make sure if you've hit your target, all right, you stop. It doesn't matter how early how early it is. You have to, stop. All right, because that is the way it is. We're here for one goal and one goal only, and I drill it into you guys all the time. We're here to take money out of the markets, and that is it. That is our only job, to take money out. All right, it's not to put money back in. All right. Apologies if I haven't pronounced your name correctly. No. So USDJPY hasn't triggered. All right. If you look, if we look at it here, this is our trigger. It's come close, but it's not triggered. But obviously, even if you entered it, it's come into profit anyway. So you should be okay. Okay, but I'm not, because it's not triggered. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions? Any questions? I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna do a Q&A. I think I'm gonna do it on Wednesdays. Sorry, my table's broken. Um, I'm gonna do it on Wednesdays. So yeah, I'm gonna sort that out. And then yeah, let's we'll wait and see. What happens here. Dan, the new trading view. How do I get the blue and red box? Okay, so if you go on one, two, three, four, fourth one down, long position, short position. So short position is this one. Long position is this one here. Yeah. And if you double click, you can obviously put your prices in. All right. Stop loss price, profit price, entry price. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I've been checking the Telegram. So, yeah, that's fine. Is USDJPY trade in opposition to the other trades? No, no, it's just because we've always got to look at the overall outlooks here, yeah. All right, and like I mentioned, there's a reason why things are struggling to break, so I obviously go with the overall outlook, yeah. All right, and that overall outlook is like the same reason why we've obviously gone short on GBP. All right, USDJPY is, the same thing. It's moved up here so quick. And then obviously all this price, I mean, if you think it's been at this price since last Wednesday, all right, there's a reason why it can't break up any higher, and it's because it needs to come back down here to potentially collect orders to then push higher. All right, imagine you're pushing a rock up a hill, and you've got to keep pushing. Yeah, so yeah. Um, Dan, you said if NFP comes to 100K, USD will pump. What's the number to go the other way? It's probably going to be pretty low, and the unemployment rate would have to tick up. So that's obviously one that we've got to be aware of too. So yeah, but right, I'm going to end it here, guys. Let's make sure that we, stay obviously rigid this week, stay focused. We're going to smash it. We've already started smashing it. So yeah, let's, make sure that this week's on point. Remember, obviously, there is a private chat, which is directly to me. So, if you got any questions, feel free to, reach out. It's no problem at all. I'm always here. So yeah, have a great Monday. It's started off very, very happily. So yeah, let's smash it. Have a good one, guys. Have a good one.